my name is Danielle Jordan, and this is my career development plan as a small business consultant. So my mission as a person is to help people grow and to become the best they can be and to really reach their full potential, basically. And as I was looking into future careers and what I wanted to do with my life, consulting really popped out at me because consulting is all about helping a company become the best it can be. And that really hit home with me because I want to help people, and a part of helping people is helping their careers and their business to be as successful as they can be. So that is why I want to be a small business consultant. My objectives as I approach becoming a small business consultant are first and foremost networking. Networking is important to create and foster relationships that will benefit not only my future career but also my future as a person. Because once you create that relationship, it just becomes someone you want to help rather than a job, and that's what I want it to be, is something to help people, not just something to make money. So networking is super important. A way that I want to get to be a small business consultant is by obtaining my coaching certification, my business coaching certification, which will also give me a competitive advantage. Some skills that I could work on in order to really benefit me in this future career path is interpersonal communication skills, which comes along with networking, because as you network, you're interpersonally communicating, which will help those skills as well, but also critical thinking skills in order to solve the problems that I will eventually need to solve. So let's talk about the external and internal analysis. So for externally, study.com actually states that consulting jobs are projected to grow by 14% by the year 2028, which is above average growth, and that will help me in the fact that there will be more jobs for me when I am ready to enter that market and to actually become a part of that industry. Consultants are also becoming more and more popular for organizations, and the fact that it's more economical for an organization to hire a consulting company to come in and do a job that they would otherwise have to hire somebody full-time for. And that job may not have to be done all the time, so it's just better if they can hire somebody to come in and do it when it needs to be done, rather than have someone there all the time to do it every once in a while. Jeffrey Graham on LinkedIn also says that another reason that consulting jobs are becoming so much more popular is because they're catalysts for change in areas where a company may not want to look or may not be willing to see that there needs to be change. So they really help to propel a company or organization forward where they might not have been heading there otherwise. So as for an internal analysis, some skills and things that are really important for an organization are recruiting skills, because if you go into a company and you say, oh, things aren't going great, I need to clear out some of these people and bring in some new people, a consulting company needs to be able to bring in people that are actually going to fulfill the needs that weren't being otherwise fulfilled previously. Leadership, confidence, and an assertive personality are also so important when it comes to consulting. As a consultant, I will be going into a business where I am not always at and people don't know me, but yet I'm kind of there to really see how they're doing things and tell them kind of almost like where they're going wrong. So being assertive and a leader and confident in what you're saying and just really not backing down and letting yourself be walked all over by people in that company is so important, because in a way you have to demand respect where they otherwise might not be giving it. I was previously employed as a shift manager in my first job, so I kind of have experience in delegating tasks and helping to learn new things, and also time management, just all of these different things that will benefit me as I come into a job as a business consultant. Also, as a student in a business school, we are made to work in group projects a lot, and throughout the years you learn that there's not a lot of times where everybody's on the same page and everybody's putting in the same effort. So I've had to learn how to be a leader in the fact of delegating different tasks and delegating when things will be done so that we can get in on time, and also just to be assertive in saying, kind of listening to other ideas, but also saying maybe that's not like the greatest idea in order to get maybe the best grade on a project. And for strategic choice of how I will obtain these things, networking, obviously, so important. Relationships are the most important part of almost any career, and consulting is no exception to that. Also, obtaining my business coaching certification would be integral in part of being respected when it is time for me to give suggestions to a small business, or if I were to be in big organizations trying to give things, to just really kind of show that I went through schooling and I know almost kind of what I'm doing. As far as strategic implementation goes, volunteering at small business events around my community would be so helpful. So I live in Kansas City Metro, so there's a lot of small business things going on all the time, but I also work full time. So evenings and weekends are kind of my only time to do that, so it kind of limits me a little bit, but also just really getting involved, getting my face out there, meeting those people, networking, creating those relationships that will help me in my future is important and will just really help to give me a competitive advantage over people who might not have been networking and might not know a lot of people that could help a future career. So my competitive advantage, as I looked into consulting, it's become so clear that being coachable is important, because I'm trying to coach others and I can't expect others to be coachable, but I myself not be coachable. And because I want to be the best that I can be, I want to be coachable, and I am coachable, and that is a competitive advantage, because being coachable is not always an easy thing to find in a person. But along the same lines, I am a self-starter in the fact that I will do what needs to be done, and I am motivated to do those things. And also, I am very determined, and those all kind of go together to create somebody, I think, that will just do what needs to be done and continue to grow and be the best they can be. And that's what I want to do for a company, is to be the best I can be, so that company can be the best they can be. So that was my career development plan as a small business consultant. Thank you for your time, and thank you for a great semester.